I'm here in Bend, Oregon at Crux Fermentation Project. This is a state-of-the-art fermentorium run by legendary brewer owner Larry Sador. The beers you'll find here are globally inspired with a Pacific Northwest twist. But when you visit Crux, you'll find a bit of education as well as a beer from every color of the spectrum. Despite Crux being a leading brewery and one of the meccas of American craft beer, I still hear a bit of confusion about what color has to do with beer amongst consumers. I'm Jeremy Storton. I'm an advanced Cicerone and the host of the Good Beer Matters podcast. I've partnered with Brewery DB to bring you Trusted BrewKnowledge. Trusted BrewKnowledge is a series of videos to help you better understand beer and what to make of it. Can you just quickly run down your career path?
Olympia Brewing Company, Pabst Brewing Company, Hopsteiner Hops, Deschutes Brewery, and finally founding Crux 10 years ago.
And how long have you been brewing in the Northwest?
50 years.
So in other words, you know how to brew beer?
Yeah.
Now we're getting into the SRM range of 20 to 30. So we're starting to go from kind of a light brown, we're getting to dark brown. And when we talk about beer styles that kind of sit in that range, I mean, naturally I'm thinking about brown ales.
Yeah.
And there's lots of beers that fit there, but I'm thinking of brown ales, American, British.
Yep.
So what happens with the flavor profile as we start getting into like darker grains, like what's this one right here?
So this one is dark chocolate.
Okay.
So
not actual dark chocolate, it's just been called dark chocolate.
it's called dark chocolate because it actually develops chocolate-like flavors.
Yes.
It is. Yeah, you're right. It's not chocolate.
Yeah.
And then this one over here is kind of it's called roasted barley.
Okay.
And so it's not malted, so it doesn't have the sugars that this one will have in it. So it develops a whole different profile of flavors.
As a master brewer, you're not going to use a ton of this stuff. You're going to use this stuff to build your beer, and you're going to use this to spice it up, the color,
Exactly.
the flavor,
Yep.
but you're going to use it very judiciously so it doesn't come out burnt.
Right, because this is burnt. This is acrid, it's burnt, so you have to be very cautious with this.
These are your French fries, this is your salt and your pepper.
There you go.
So it's
Yeah.
just a little goes a long way.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, and you can put a lot more of this in than you can of that.
So as far as these flavors, so if we're using a chocolate malt, we're going to start getting some more chocolate flavors.
Yep.
Maybe some light coffee.
Roasted.
Yep. And even like I think about the term toasty versus roasty.
Yep.
What does toasty versus roasty mean?
This is toasty, this is roasty.
Okay.
And so acrid, smooth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and I think about, toasty, very literally, you put bread in a toaster, and when it's lightly brown
Yep.
versus black.
Yeah.
Or lightly brown, kind of brown on all the way through, and then black, you get these wonderful brown toast flavors. Mm-hmm. But if you get too much, if it's stick it in there too long, oops, I forgot, and now it's burnt, you got to scrape all the black stuff off.
Yep.
But this is the difference between toasty and roasty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
But caramel,
Oh yeah.
toffee,
Yep. But that is lower, the lower roast you go.
the lower the roast.
And then as you get moving forward, then you get those more,
Okay.
not burnt, but kind of caramely, honey, chocolate type notes, yeah.
Gotcha. This goes with what we've been talking about, where you could look at the color of your beer and you can, I like to think of it very scientifically, and where you can form a hypothesis. I think my beer is going to taste like this.
Yeah.
And then you could actually taste it and smell it and feel it in your mouth and decide, was I right or was I wrong? Mm-hmm. And if you're right, let's have another sip. If you were wrong, have another sip and try and figure out why. Mm-hmm.